welcome to a market outlook by Exness. Before we proceed, let's check on the past week's ideas performance. Last week's idea was for a short call on crude oil, with the price moving slightly to the downside before resuming its upward trend line. My name is Andreas Semistocleous, trading specialist here at Exness, and together with me today to provide the trading idea is Stanislav Pernikov, also trading specialist here at Exness. Hello Stan, and thanks for joining us.
Hello Andreas, thank you for having me today.
So what are your thoughts on the trading idea for this week?
Well, this week I'm thinking of quite unusual instrument for most traders. It's natural gas, which is XMG USD in Exness terminal. So it's heavily oversold technically, and it's forming the reversed head and shoulders formation as we see from the chart. So now it's close to the neckline of 2.7 or 2.8 in case it will try to break this neckline or this ceiling, if you will. So it can proceed moving towards 3.2 and even higher. So that's the idea basically.
Okay, and what are the narratives, or what do traders need to pay attention to if they are going to proceed with this trading idea?
All right, so narratives are this. First of all, inflation is ticking up, which we've seen in January. So according to Bureau of Labor Statistics, CPI for the US was 0.5 for January. So it's pretty high, and it's moving up. So inflation is back in focus. It's good for commodities. I mean, it's boosting them up. Another factor is that in recession fears are kind of questionable right now, assuming that labor market is strong and economy is quite strong. So some flow gets back into the commodities. So natural gas benefits from that. Well, crude oil might be in a downtrend, while natural gas seems very much oversold so far. So I would not be surprised if it tries to take the level of 3.2, 3.5 back again.
And in terms of economic data, what is there to watch out for?
Well, of course, if we're speaking of commodities, we are referring to core inflation rate for the Eurozone, Euro area, to be specific, on Thursday. We've seen that it was 5.3 and the anticipated number is 5.3 again. So let's see what number would be published in the realities, because if the number will be greater than anticipated, so probably for commodities, that might be quite optimistic. I mean, that might be the driving factor which will support this trend. Another factor which is worth mentioning is that position of commercial traders, I mean the net position of traders who operate in the futures market, is the biggest since 2020 for 3 years. So the long position is quite massive, and usually that's an intermediate term long signal. So that is supporting signal.
So in summary, the trading idea for this week is a potential long position on natural gas with a potential target of maybe 3.2 to 3.5. The factors affecting is that it is technically oversold, inflation is ticking up, CPI was accelerating, and we have massive accumulation of commercial buyers. And the main economic data that traders need to pay attention to is the core inflation rate coming from the European area. Thank you, Stan, for providing the trading idea for this week.
Thank you, Andreas. Don't forget, this is just the idea. Do your own research and never forget to manage risks.